welcome to another edition of my blog. I'll just start on the NHL goal scoring debate because it's back. Batman was on the radio show talking about goalie equipment again and saying how they might have changes in for next season. And it's one of those things that's going to get everyone talking, because some people just want to see goals. Other people are happy to see fast-flowing hockey, physical, the game that we're seeing at the moment with scoring in there as well. And I'm one of the ones that's not too bothered about the low scoring these days. Yeah, if it could suddenly get higher, I wouldn't complain. But I don't think we should be changing things again. To change things again, it's just going to get ridiculous, because eventually people are going to get used to that. Players are going to get better again, goalies are going to get better with small equipment, and defensemen are going to get better at their jobs. And we're going to have it all over again, and they're going to start saying you can only play this many players, you're going to have bigger goals and all that. It's going to get ridiculous. Onto the Penguins games. Started out against Edmonton with 7D men. Interesting one. I suppose Gonchar just got back from his injury, and Letang still a bit iffy. Gave Terrian a good excuse to mix up his forward lines, which he likes to do. First period, 1-0 down. We outshot the Oilers, but Rolston was pretty awesome, making a few good saves there. Didn't think there was a lot of fluidity. Again, too many different line combinations. Not a lot happened until about 45 minutes gone in the game, when we finally got a goal. One goal turned into 2 goals. 2 goals turned into 3 goals. 3 goals turned into 4 goals. And of course we were 2-0 down by then. And it went from there, and it was beautiful. Good stuff. Fleury almost got the empty net goal at the end. Did a good job on only allowing 20 shots, which was good. Onto the Flames game, and started out very physical as we expected. Fleury left the game early, but Sabrin came in and did a really good job. Have to give credit to Dion Phaneuf. Kept Sidney Crosby. You just kept him at bay. He was just all over him. Not unfairly. He just did a really good job on him. But Larac got lots of shifts, and Roberts was playing like an absolute madman in a good way. He was just out there. He was just playing brilliantly well, and he's had a lot of criticism recently because he's one of the old guys. He's the oldest guy. He was the oldest guy before, but Recky's gone to Atlanta he got taken up on re-entry waivers. So everyone's thinking that Roberts is the next to go, but I can't see that happening. He showed in the Flames game and the Vancouver game that he's here to stay for at least the rest of the season. Pratt gave Goddard a little pummeling, which was kind of, well, they were expected to have a little tussle, and he did, and it was all over in a couple of seconds. Didn't really deserve to be one down. There was a screen in front of Sabrin, and he didn't really see the goal. I think it was deflected in. I think again I got a piece of it. Not a lot happened in the second. I have to say that I'm getting more and more impressed with Chris Letang. His skating and rushing with the puck is exceptional. Still gets caught out here and there. But yeah, you can't really fault him at the moment. I was starting to think that Sikora wasn't playing too well in this game, but actually picked it up the rest of the game, and in the Vancouver game. So I'm not going to talk about him not being in the zone, because he is. Gino got a nice goal with a good wrist shot. Just stepped in off the half boards and ripped it past Kiprasov. Sabrin made some beautiful glove saves. He just takes it down there and picks it out. Just makes it a nice look. Good for the cameras. Mark Eaton, the unsung hero, I think, of the Penguins, laying down in front of a Phaneuf slap shot and taking it on the shoulder, on the chest. It's a real team player. The guys looked quite tired actually towards the end of the game, and I was starting to think that if we didn't get anything out of it, then I wouldn't be that bothered, because we played the night before in Edmonton, and you could have forgiven them it's a physical game against the Flames. But Malone came up with a shorty to tie it up, and then Letang in the shootout with a nice move, and we won, which was remarkable, really. But absolutely delighted with it. And then Vancouver, another great win. Sabrin, absolutely sensational in that. His performance, I think, was only bettered by Luongo at the other end, who was just ridiculous to keep us at bay. The quickest pads in the NHL, I think. He's unreal down low, that man. Roberts again looked good. Larac was out there like a freight train, and I think him and Cowan would have gone at it had he not squashed Cowan late in the second. That was quite funny. A great feed from Malkin for Sikura's goal. Looked flick pass over a couple of sticks, and Sikura finished it off. Letang, what can you say? You know, he makes the whole of our. You know, I'm not too happy with him on the power play because he doesn't move it quite as quick as Gonchar and that sort of thing. But just on 5-on-5, he pinches in. He loves to join the rush. He skates with it. He makes that pass out of the defensive zone, and he just makes us gives us much more flow and gets us more attacking, which is great. And the win, another shootout winner from him, was brilliant. And to win all 3 games on the West Coast was quite an effort. Just awesome, really. Okay, on to the Flyers game, I suppose, then. Looked a little bit disorganised to start off with. Yeah, basically went 2 down early. Sabrin didn't really have a lot of chance on the goals. Then Sid and Whitney teamed up on a power play, got us back in it, and then 2-2. From there it went pretty much downhill. Started a good chance on with a short-handed effort, breakaway on Biron, but couldn't. He just doesn't have the confidence now, I don't think, to take the goalie on with a deke, not at the moment, and it was saved. Eaton with some more fantastic blocks and some great stick work. Sabrin, you know, his glove hand's great, and as I mentioned, but his blocker, it's just flying over his shoulder on that stick side, and it's just, he can't get up to it. A couple of their goals were scored over his shoulder, which was disappointing. Unfortunately, it all got a bit ugly when we were 5-2 down. Ben Eager appeared to throw an elbow at Larac, and he retaliated by giving him a few hits on the ground, on the ice, and he took a 4-minute penalty. Roberts came over and gave Eagle what for, gave him a good old pummeling, which was fantastic to see. I wouldn't have thought that Roberts could actually take him. You know, he's a tough guy, but he's 41 now. So yeah, well played Roberts there for dealing with him. It all got pretty heated from there. We conceded another 3 goals with Conklin in net. He looked pretty shocking, to be fair. But you know, we were capitulating by then. There was just fights erupting all over the place. Larac took out Biron he lost his edge and took him out. That was after Sid had given him a little tap and knocked him down. So it was all getting a bit nasty, and there were 4 or 5 players thrown out, or at least given 10-minute misconducts. Lost 8-2 in the end, and one of the commentators summed it up pretty nicely. He said, "It's a game tonight appreciated more by carnivores than vegetarians." So make of that what you will. I'm not going to be able to do another video blog until after Christmas and New Year, so I'm going to be quite busy. So I hope you don't miss it too much. Not that you, well, 1 or 2 people might. It would be nice if you do miss it. Not nice for you, but nice to know that people are actually watching. Before I go, I'll just show you my Penguins jerseys over my shoulder there, hanging pride of place in my bedroom. We've got the Sid one from a couple of years ago on the near side, and then the one a couple of years, like 92 to 97, I think the other one. Got them both off eBay. Well chuffed with those. And that's about all. So thanks for listening.